May pag-asa pa ba ang mga tagsuporta ni re-electionist President Donald Trump? Kausapin natin ngayon ang Trump supporter at Filipino American Mayor ng Brunswick, Ohio, Mayor Ron Falconi. Magandang gabi sa iyo or magandang
Hey,
umaga sa iyo. Good evening, Mayor Ron Falconi.
good evening, Pia. Thank you so much for having me this morning or this evening.
Ye- yes. Well, Mayor Falconi, do you still hope that that President Trump will win re-election?
Yes, I mean, there's still many votes to be counted, whether they're in Nevada, Arizona. I believe there's still, last time I checked, there's probably around 500 to 600,000 votes still in Arizona that's needed. Georgia, literally, and as you know, the news changes every day and sometimes every hour. Now we've heard that there are different vote totals in Georgia, and the people in Georgia are still counting them. And so there's people counting in Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, as you mentioned earlier, with 20 electoral votes. The president is still up there, and we feel confident, and we feel confident that once all of the legal votes have been counted, the president will win re-election.
Well, it's interesting that you say that way, Mayor Falconi, because when you say that there's still so many votes to be counted, but President Trump himself is questioning all these votes. So, how are we going to understand this? Because it was a little bit surprising to hear him talk about or to claim fraud and that that the elections were fraudulent, that they were corrupt and everything, that there was cheating.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is, as the president mentioned, there are some votes that have been that are coming in that may not, according to law, should be counted. So once again, the president is very confident that once all of the legal ballots that were submitted, if those are counted, he is going to win. If they remove the illegal ballots, then I think once again he will be successful. This is that we're looking at just to make sure that as long as the illegal ballots are not counted, the president and his supporters will be victorious.
But help us understand this, Mayor Falconi. I mean, you are a lawyer, so tell us what this means. You have President Trump putting up legal challenges in states that he's still fighting for survival, but in those states that he's won, or where he is leading, he's perfectly fine with accounting there.
Well, here, like I said, if you're looking at all of the votes that are coming in, we want to make sure that all of them are going to be successful, that the president is going to be successful in those particular states, whether they are states where he is ahead, and even where the states he is not ahead. The president is still looking at all of the different aspects, and then he wants to make sure that everything is done legally. He wants to make sure everything is done legally. I know that we were able to win a legal victory in Pennsylvania by allowing the observers to be able to see what's going on. And so as long as everything is followed according to the law, the president feels that he can win, and we all feel that he can win. We just want a fair playing field. And as long as that happens, I think we're going to be okay.
So, yeah. So, Mr. Mayor, are you saying that you believe President Trump when he says that the elections were or are fraudulent and that they are corrupt?
Well, there certainly are some instances where the vote can be questioned, and I think that's where we're looking at in regards to some of the illegal ballots that have been submitted. So, as long as those have been omitted from the situation, we believe that we can prevail.
Okay. If Joe Biden wins the election, do you foresee that there will be a peaceful transfer of power and that the inaugural in late January, will push through? Is that what we're going to witness?
Here, once again, I've said it before. As long as all of as long as we've been given a fair playing field, a level playing field, I believe there will be a peaceful transition of power. A lot of times, though, if the president, because a lot of times, the people have been questioning whether, just as you mentioned, whether the people are going to question if the president is going to concede. A lot of times, I haven't heard any media outlet question if Biden is not successful, will he concede the election? Because even in the past,
Mhm.
it seems like the Democrats and the media, and they haven't even accepted the results of the 2016 election as well. So let's just see how everything plays out first, and then go
Mhm.
from there.
Yeah. Okay, but do you see that if President Trump does win re-election, that the Democrats won't put up a fight anymore?
Well, here, like I said before, I mean, if the president wins, as long as there's a level playing field, then and we can show, and everyone can show that everyone was treated fairly, there should be a peaceful transition of power, and they should accept the results. It doesn't seem like the Democrats have accepted the results of the 2016 election. At first, they were, I mean, literally within
Hmm.
hours after the president's victory in 2016. There were already protests in the street. There were movements from Hollywood even to try to question or try to influence the Electoral College uh, in trying to perform their duty. And then even after he was inaugurated, the press and the media, the Democrats, have always opposed him at every step of the way. They counted him out in 2016 when he won the Republican nomination. Even after he got the nomination, there was already talk of him being impeached. He survived 2016. He survived impeachment. Um, I have no doubt that he will survive this as well. I know all the odds um, look are probably they look against him, but in the end, he always comes out. He always comes out ahead. So I'm confident the president can pull this one out too.
Mayor Ron Falconi of Brunswick, Ohio, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Maraming salamat sa iyo.